What is up, guys? Jake from Done Right Games here with the next Coffee Done Right video. Let's get right into it with a few updates. One is the pre-sale. You can buy diamonds, reserve your names, things like that. You guys asked for it. It's live now. For as little as $5, you can reserve your in-game name. Then it goes up from there, 25, 50, etc. So there you go, updated, live. Get your name reserved now, just for as little as $5. So no one grabs your in-game name for when or launches. The other thing being, excuse me, everyone keeps asking about release dates. So I'll always try to give you. I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. I mean, it is Coffee Done Right. I'll always try to give you an update on these. So still pretty much on schedule. What we're thinking, beta towards the end of this month, first of next month, right in that time frame. We want it to be as polished as possible when you guys get your hands on it. That's just the way it is. I mean, people judge things when they first impressions, all that. And not that we couldn't have it out there right now. People playing it and testing it, we could. We do have some doing it. It's just a matter of there's things we know need to be fixed, so we're just fixing them. A lot of the artwork is not finalized. So we want it to look as good as we can. I mean, it'll still be continued even during beta. There'll be things that aren't final and that'll get changed or upgraded, whatever you want to call it, polished. But we want to make it as good as possible when you first see it. So that's sort of what we're doing. We're just continuing to polish, refine it. The game is, functional. People are playing it. They're doing attacks. There's just a lot more to do. So we'll get it to you as soon as we can, and then launch still middle of the year. I mean, I think that's as solid as anything right now. Hopefully, we're just delaying showing it to you more so than we are the end product. I hope that makes sense. So check the link in the description for the pre-sale, and that's sort of the timeline we're looking at for release. Now, let's get to the questions. Kasai says, will there be opportunities to gain diamonds for free? You mentioned being able to win them from tournaments, but will this require buying a spot in the tournament with diamonds, or will there be an option to enter for free? Will there be any other opportunities to earn diamonds for free? Yes, a lot of the same question. You will be able to get diamonds for free. There will be multiple ways, quests and missions and daily achievements and monthly achievements, tournaments, all those things, but also we will have a diamond mine in the game. I don't know if I've told you that yet or not, but an actual diamond mine, not one that doesn't matter at all, that you will want to log on and get your diamonds each day. So that'll be good. But yeah, I think the free-to-play player will still have the ability to get some pretty cool stuff if they save up their diamonds and don't spend them on, cutting short build times, upgrade times, things like that. Then yeah, you have some opportunities for that. Well, from Luke M. Will ROR have any achievements through the game center? Those are always my favorite part of the game. Feels nice to be able to get them. Yeah, I don't see why not. I think we'll have achievements like in game, and then yeah, I think game center and things like that are probably a no-brainer to put some stuff in there for you guys. So we'll try to get that done. Destroyer Archer, adding on to the raid idea. Do you have plans for something like a guild super base you can contribute to? Then you can search to find a match so you can fight other guild super bases with your guild mates at the same time. Man, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? So without saying too much about it, I will say a lot of things have been thought of, like what you're talking about. As soon as we get the game launched and we get our feet underneath us, which means, I'm assuming at launch there's going to be a lot of things that, we got to scramble to get fixed maybe that we didn't catch in beta. I mean, I'm just going off of other people's launches and experiences, server issues, you never know. But as soon as we get our feet under us and the game is launched and being played, there is 3 or 4, 3, I might be forgetting one, 3 at least game modes that I want to test immediately. I want to put into testing and start putting those into the game when we decide if we're going to put them in and when they're ready. Because again, me, game modes. So all kinds of stuff like that's on the table. Nothing is off the table. We'll test things, we'll play it and see how it goes, and hopefully have you guys multiple game modes to play for years to come. So hope that answers your question. The something blade, Liviosa blade. Hope I said that right. With the game heroes, will there be an opportunity where we can craft gear from them? I'm not going to read this whole question. I like it. It's a good question. But the gist of it is he's asking, we'll be able to customize our heroes as far as skills or items to make them stronger in certain aspects. And the short answer is probably not. we talked about this a great deal when we were doing it, when we were building the game, and I think that is going to be for a future game, that type of customization. I don't think it lends itself very well to this particular type of game, but when you can do that without just flat out paying for it in another type of game, I think it makes a lot of sense. So probably not in ROR, but definitely in a future game, there'll be stuff like that. But again, nothing's ever off the table. I just don't want to get into that pay-to-win area. Champagne for me. Always got good questions, man. Is there any gameplay ready to show yet? Hype train to slow down a little. Would you mind reveal some of the races that will be in the game, please? I'd like to get a glimpse of the Grimlock race options. Will you do me the favor? So, people want to see. This is a catch-22 for us because people want to see gameplay, but they also want it to look like the final version, and it's not there yet. So what do? Do we show what we have now, knowing that it's not the final, the way it's going to look? And right now we sort of opted not to. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is on that, but for now, you don't have long to wait to see a lot of gameplay, right? When beta comes out, that's open, so you're going to see a lot of it. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, the majority of the links we've done have been there. There is some on Twitter and on YouTube, but a lot on Instagram where you can actually see what stuff is sort of looking like. But again, a lot of things are changing. A lot of the artwork is being polished and refined. So it's like, do we show that now? I don't know. Well, soon. I mean, not today, but soon. Okay. Tyler, oftentimes with Supercell's balance changes, they announce them a few days before actually implementing them, as if they have no urgency to fix their game. Will DRG do their best to have the balance changes live as soon as possible without announcement before? Tyler, I think you are going to like the way we do this. For us, we've built the game where we don't have to do an update to make a balance change on anything, whether it be a troop, a hero, a defense, anything in the game that has hit points, does damage, movement speed, all of that stuff is handled on our end. So if something we think needs a little tweak, or if something just somehow gets off and it needs an urgent balance change, we can do it in real time. We can do it immediately. And the only thing you'll see is when you log onto the game, hey, a note to the player or an update note, here's what happens. There'll be no announcement next week. We're aware of this. We're just going to fix it and move forward with it. Both big and small changes as far as balance changes. The updates will be reserved for big things, new game modes, new troops, new heroes, all those type of things that require a game update. But balance changes are not one of those things for us. We'll fix those on the fly, man. Keep it as fun as possible. Evo Roman. Not sure if this has been already asked, but will I be able to play beta on more than one device? One at home, like an iPad, and on my mobile, and not at home. Yeah, any device that you log into your account on, you'll be able to play beta. So don't stress about that. You'll be able to do it anywhere you want to. Why is that not working? Okay. Evil 69. Will there be customization in the form of skins for defenses or troops? Man, I guess maybe you're new. But yes, to all that. There'll be customization for basically everything in the game. Eventually, as we trickle out. It's not like when we launch the game, there's going to be 30 different skins. I mean, those will come as we go. But yes. Bo Ganora. How many members will be in the guild? One of the problems we have with DOT is that a 50-member team's very difficult to manage. Yeah, I hear you. And with the smaller wars and smaller, shorter time frames, right now we're at 30. I'm not telling you that's what it'll always be. That's completely changeable on our end. I mean, there's no limit to it. That's just where we feel like might be a sweet spot. But we'll listen to the community. If they want bigger, we'll probably give them that. But that's where we're shooting in that ballpark for now. Koro, not sure if this was asked already. Are there going to be holes in a base depending on wall structure positions? Koro, this is actually a conversation we were having when I was down in Mexico last week before. Anyways, last time I was in Mexico, it's all a blur. But we were talking about this, how we wanted to do it. And it's definitely another one of those things that we're not going to do the way it's always been done, just because that's the way it's been done. We want to figure out what makes the most sense, what's the most fun, both for base building and for the attacker. And I think you'll like the direction we're going. Yeah, you can leave a hole in your base, right? The question is, can you make a big enough hole that you can just drop a troop straight in? And maybe not. Okay, I'm not telling you for sure that's the way it's going to be, but it will be different, and I think it'll be better. So just stay tuned on that. How will Guild War and individual player leaderboards be ranked? Highest winning percentage, I'm sorry, this is from True. Most wins in a season or skill points. It will be a skill point thing. An ELO type system, if you're familiar with that. You know, you win, you get some skill points, you lose, you drop some. So it'll depend on who you're up against. If they're higher than you, if they're lower than you. An ELO type system. So if you're not familiar with that, just Google it and you'll know basically what we're leaning towards on those the leagues in the game, both individual and for guilds. Who's your daddy? Still my favorite name. Have you ever considered having a Civil War feature inside the guild? It's like a friendly challenge, but in the same guild. Players could use it as war practice, or it could be for bragging rights type thing. That would be cool. Be cool if Clash did it, I think. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. In fact, I think that there's a good chance something like that will be in the game. Again, we want to give you as many ways to enjoy the game, play the game as we can. So something like that, I think, is a fine idea and something that we'll look into. All right, guys, last one. Sex. You guys. Hey, Jake, how will beta release work? I.e., is there a limit to the amount of testers? Will it be done in a series of waves or all at once? Also, for those of us who have not bought the beta spot, how will it be distributed? First come, first serve, special invitation for Discord members, etc. So the way it'll work initially is obviously the people that have paid for it will be in. And then probably waves as we want to add to the numbers. And the way we'll do that is probably have you sign up online, you know, email, register your email, stuff like that, and we'll pick from them based on devices and things like that, get a good mix. So that's probably the way it'll work. Special mention for Discord members, I don't know. You guys will, you know, if you're following along super close, I'd say your chances of getting a shot at beta are decent, depending on how long it goes and how many we need. But just hang in there, man. Thanks for your support. All right, guys, there you go. Coffee done right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me questions. If you're not in the Discord server, you'll see that most of these are coming from there. It's just a little easier for me to get questions from there and manage it. So try to jump in there, ask for a role, leave your question there. And there's always people talking about this game, guys. If you're into it, if you're looking forward to it, I think you'll enjoy the Discord server. So jump in there. Follow us on Instagram for those leaks that we do. I said yeah. That we put out. So follow us there for that. Twitter, all those things. Oh, we have a giveaway coming. Oh, one more announcement. I hope you guys are still with me on this one. One more announcement, and I'll try to say this again before we go. What we're going to do for the GDC conference in San Francisco in March is Bato and I are going to be there, and what we're going to do is have some swag to give away. If you guys are going to be in the area, let us know. If you run into us, just ask. We'll give you some swag, shirt, hat, hoodie, whatever. But also, we might do a little meetup if there's enough people doing it. Give you guys a little bit of free gear and just talk about the game and stuff. So stay tuned for that. San Francisco area, March 18th through the 22nd, I believe, is the time frame for that, somewhere around in there. But hope you guys are looking forward to that. Okay, I've drawn on long enough. Until next time, Jake for Done Right Games. Peace.